Thank you so much, Ewan. Now, it is Women's Month, and today we're talking about the importance of milk for women, especially because of the statistics of osteoporosis that's so high when it comes to women. Dr. Green is in studio this morning to tell us why calcium is so important when it comes to treating osteoporosis. Good morning, Dr.
Morning,
Green.
Dan.
So good to have you here.
Great to be here again. Thank you.
So before we start with how we would treat it and who has it, let's first talk about what exactly is osteoporosis.
Sure. Osteoporosis refers to porous bone.
Okay.
So exactly as the name suggests, that implies that it's like a sponge. And I brought my own little sponge here. So if you look at a sponge, it's full of little fragments of air trapped in between the sponge. And what happens with bone, it's constantly in flux, undergoing changes to remodel it. In other words, to replace the old bone and to remove the old bone, and the new bone is formed. With osteoporosis, that process is disturbed due to many different triggers and causes, and then you get brittle bone, or basically dry bone.
Wow. Now, of course, we did say that women are more susceptible to this, and for any woman out there that does have or suffer from osteoporosis, how can it be treated?
Sure. The components that we look at are preventing osteoporosis. Prevention, obviously, better than cure.
That's right.
So the first 30 years of your life in developing really strong, healthy bones involve quite a few things. The first one means getting enough calcium, which we do get from milk. Calcium being important for many other things like nerve conduction, blood clotting, and also just heart rhythms, for example. But it's not only calcium. We need to look at things like vitamin D, because you can take in lots of calcium and it can't be utilized or absorbed if you aren't getting enough vitamin D, which is why milk is so great, because milk actually contains calcium and vitamin D. The other components involved are vitamin K and vitamin A, which people refer to as retinol or beta-carotene. Vital in the process of that cycle.
Why are women so much more susceptible to getting osteoporosis than men?
Yeah, the reason is simply at the age of menopause, we have a withdrawal or a lowering of the estrogen levels. And estrogen is an essential component in modulating the replacement and the removal of bone, and in the structure and microarchitecture of bone. So that actually involves then the lack of estrogen leads to poorer control of that process, giving you the brittle bones.
Wow. So now you've talked about the importance of milk in your diet, the importance of calcium.
Yes.
If you are suffering from it, like you said, it would be great to prevent it rather than end up having to cure it. What else can we do as women to make sure that we don't get osteoporosis or treat it afterwards?
Good question, and I think that's where we can be active. Weight-bearing exercise, very important. Don't smoke.
Yes, that helps.
And not excessive amounts of alcohol, I'm afraid, for those people that do overindulge. And then also your diet. Get enough sun so that you can have vitamin D synthesized. In the northern hemispheres, they wear too much, obviously, sunscreen as well, and they get less exposure to the sun. So vitamin D in your diet, calcium in your diet, beta-carotene as the form of vitamin A, and certainly green leafy vegetables like spinach and chard and broccoli to get in the other nutrients.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Green. If you are hanging on everything that Dr. Green has just said, don't worry. You can catch him on Doctor's Orders today at 3:45 on SABC3, where he will be giving us a lot of other great tips on how to stay healthy as well. Now, if you want to walk away with a fantastic prize today, where you could lose yourself in some of the most breathtaking views of the 12 Apostles mountain range and the Atlantic Ocean, as you and your partner are relaxed and then revitalized in the 12 Apostles' outdoor spa mountain gazebos. I'm talking about a 180-minute sunset mountain serenade package worth 1,350 Rand per person, and includes a champagne picnic, touch point foot ritual, and your choice of 90 minutes of massage. All you have to do is SMS the keyword Parmalat and your city, and of course this fantastic prize could be yours. No better way to spoil yourself than with Parmalat. And of course, catch Dr. Green and the other doctors on Doctor's Orders today at 3:45 only on SABC3. Ewan, over to you.
Try Parmalat Everfresh in its new easy-to-open, easy-to-pour non-spill pack.